This is a supplement to the video series titled Gödel proved P is not equal to NP. This supplement is for entertainment rather than anything else before we go to the serious business of the proofs. As we all know, the backdrop of all the fuss about world-famous puzzles centers around NP, a class of problems in relation to two others, P and co-NP. Why has the resolution been so elusive? The reason is very basic. It is the paradoxical situation of what we know about NP. We know exactly what NP is, but at the same time have no clue. We may have learned too much about NP to know anything about it. If we do not even know what NP is, how can we solve the problem? So the reason is actually very basic. If our innocence is real, a closer look is needed to see what exactly this NP business is. So what is NP? To different people, it may stand for very different things. If we visualize the three sets as three pots rattling about, it is not unreasonable to think that P stands for pot and N stands for noise. It is kind of faithful in describing the true nature of things because certain people are really bothered by the noise and refuse to check what the noise is about. They also advised others to refuse to check as well. Perhaps checking the noise cooking one's own pot is more advised, but we're not sure. It may even be a piece of gold to have the curiosity as to how the noise started and how it is kept alive. Anyway, we can assume or even prove that mere truthfulness to reality isn't good enough anymore. People who have a little mathematics but not enough tend to think that NP stands for not polynomial. But nowadays, even people who truly believe that NP is not polynomial would not dare to say it stands for not polynomial. It sounds so worldly, so low intelligence, and above all, it is totally wrong. So we have given it a great thumb down. Not polynomial sounds straightforward, right? It just says something is not polynomial, and I assume everybody can understand it. If that is wrong, quite a few people will likely get confused, like not knowing whether to go left or right. But after all the debates and the duels, it becomes official. NP really stands for non-deterministically polynomial. Listen to that and look at the length of the first word. How impressive. It sounds perfectly intelligent and mathematical. But the real beauty is this definitiveness. You do not worry about which direction you go left and right at the same time. However, in between the first not polynomial version and the final official version, there are a great many others. And the kind of cheerful optimism carried in the official version is also shared. For example, another optimistic view is that you not only refuse to worry about direction, you just refuse to worry at all. You regard the whole thing as no problem. But when it is in different languages, if we're not careful, it may also slip into a slew of other things. Of course, another way to deal with the non-deterministicity is a fabulous attitude of non-commitment. You do not commit any sense of what you think of NP because that would be too revealing of your true self, and you turn assertive confidence into humble uncertainty. And when that is spoken, in the world's most beautiful language, you know what that would be. By now, it would be illogical to not be confused. So really, which is truly correct? The official non-deterministically polynomial, the most optimistic no problem, the despicable not polynomial, or just simply the non-committal, n'est-ce pas? In fact, it shouldn't be too hard to decide, right? Since whichever one gets a thumb up should be the winner. But wait a minute. Did we go too fast? How did we get a winner? Let's go back and make sure. The very first version of NP that I showed you is perhaps the most despised one, which is down-thumbed. But in the slide for picking a winner, it is the only one that has got a thumb up. Look carefully. So we know the truly correct one is not polynomial. All others are just, I do not know what to say. For example, we cannot say no problem. If we say that, we do have a problem. As people may now know that the proofs will soon be brought to the general public, I hope at that time things will become clear. Clear as mud, perhaps. Maybe that hope is pinned too high for human intelligence and integrity. But the actual hope is only on a modest bit of entertainment. There will be little disappointment if it is that modest, regardless what the entire world says about the importance of the resolution. It is in this spirit I bring this supplement to the series video of the solemn settlement for P versus NP, that is, to also entertain. It is to entertain with a question. What exactly is this strange creature called NP? If we ask that question, we can hear a virtual chorus, non-deterministically polynomial. But is that a complete joke? The whole issue really is the following. It all started as something whose literal interpretation is not a polynomial. It was contrived by something coined as non-deterministically polynomial. It was formulated as a definitive, not perhaps. It progressed as a huge, noisy pot. It was proved as negative proposition and finally settles as not polynomial. Now seriously, if we think that it has wastefully come full circle back to not polynomial because it finally settles as not polynomial, we may have missed the whole thing. We can just go back and think about it. What is fundamentally wrong with this non-deterministically polynomial? Thanks for watching.